this is one that I wanted to get to last night, and we'll take a couple of minutes to comment on this. What is what is really the difference between government-controlled media and a few big companies controlling all the media when those companies are in cahoots with the government? This is a question that came last night at the end of the show. I saw this comment and I said I absolutely have to discuss this on air because I think it's a brilliant comment. This is in context of the Sinclair Group buying up Tribune Media, basically moving in the trend in the direction of conglomerates, media conglomerates, not just media conglomerates, airline conglomerates, just is the monopolization. We're going back to an era of monopolies, and particularly where it's most nefarious is in it's most nefarious in the media, because this means that all of the media outlets that we have now, all of the media outlets that we have now are controlled by 5 corporations. All the major media outlets that we have now are controlled by 5 corporations. That means the messaging that we get, the Overton window, the room for discussion that we get on the national level is controlled by 5 organizations, corporations. And so the question from Hank on last night, which we had to discuss, is what's the difference between a straight government-controlled media and corporations controlling all the media when they're in cahoots with the government? Let me split that up into 2 things. One, his comment, which is, media being in cahoots with the government. Definitely. I mean, this is the regulations that allow these conglomerates to be amassed. It comes directly from the government, right? This does not happen without the approval of our politicians and our bureaucracy. So this is a symbiotic relationship, right? The media, millions of dollars received from campaign contributions are spent on media. So they're getting money that way. They're donating back to politicians, and that money is being recycled right back to them. And there's a consistent message that you hear on every station. I mean, we like to think that we're hearing something different when we listen to Fox News versus MSNBC, but really all we're hearing is the argument, the carefully controlled argument between Fox News and MSNBC. It gives us the appearance and the sensation that we're actually having a critical conversation in the United States. We're not. We're having a carefully crafted and controlled conversation that's dictated by our politicians, but more specifically by those 5 corporations that control all of our media outlets. So what's the difference, Hank? There is no difference. But I want to go one step further. Even without the government's involvement, what's the difference between having 5 corporations who dictate what we can think and talk about and Big Brother as we perceive it? What's the difference between a state-controlled media that puts out one message and corporations who have full control over almost every aspect of our media consumption, telling us what they want to think? Are we more comfortable with the idea that that corporations are controlling our narrative, are controlling our media, than we would be the government? What difference does it make? What difference does it make when you have media outlets who are controlled by corporations who have an agenda that is pro-corporate to the detriment of the average American, and we're more comfortable thinking that this is okay versus these 5 conglomerates being controlled by the government? It makes no difference whatsoever. I don't care if Big Brother is the government and bureaucrats, or if Big Brother is corporate bosses. It makes absolutely no difference to me when the scope of our entire national conversation is carefully controlled by these 5 corporations.